evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Jungle. It's September 12th, 2014, and I'm Dan Pelchat, alongside my longtime friend Steve Lewis and my good friend Steve Beatty. We are here for the season opener for the South Lyon Lions. They're taking on the Plymouth Salem Rocks. The Rocks are 0-2 on the year. They had a tough schedule to open up, taking on the Plymouth Wildcats and the Walled Lake Western Warriors. The Warriors really stuck one to them last week, 56-7. Now, in last week, the South Lyon Lions defeated the Waterford Mott Courtiers 35-14 in a weather-delayed game on Saturday. So, should have a great matchup here tonight. I'm going to kick it over to my friend Steve Lewis here. Welcome back. Great to see you.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back on campus and back announcing. Obviously a great day for football, 58 degrees and cloudy. What more could you ask for? First off, I want to point out the fact that South Lyon is 2-0 and Salem's coming in at 0-2. But as you said earlier when we were talking, don't be fooled. This is going to be a barn brawler or barn burner. So.
Absolutely. Well, and if the last two meetings have anything to say, came down to the wire, and I wouldn't expect anything less today. Salem really with their season on the line, and we'll take it over here to Steve Beatty with this one. And Steve, you got a little bit of insight on how this matchup might play out.
Absolutely. I think we're looking at a really traditional ground game here from both teams. Coach Mark Thomas has said that the Salem Rocks, great name for a team, the Rocks, are the biggest team that they're going to face this year, or that they've faced so far. And they don't really run a fancy offense. They just kind of line up and come right at you and just say, here we come, stop us if you can. And so far this year, the Lions defense has played really well against the run, so I think we're going to look for a really good matchup, a real big ground game here.
Well, folks, we got some pregame stuff kicking off here, and the next time you come back, we'll be ready for the opening kickoff for the season opener here at the Jungle. Daniel Millar to kick off for the Lions. Lions to kick off to open things up here, and the home opener is underway. Rocks will field it at their own 23. He's got some room in the middle, and he's brought down by number 24, Braxton Blackwell. And the Rocks will start 1st and 10 at their own 33. This first quarter being brought to you by Avis Ford Credit Crew. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Check them out at aviscreditcrew.com. They have one of the lowest rejection rates in the state of Michigan. Again, that's aviscreditcrew.com. Number 18 under center for, well, out of the pistol for the Rocks. And the Lion defense eats them up. Number 28 with the majority of that tackle, Trevor Tank. This first quarter action also being brought to you by highlevelmarketing.com. They can improve your website you already have or start from scratch and get you that #1 search result on Google. That's High Level Marketing at highlevelmarketing.com. Alex Nicholson out of the shotgun now for the Rocks. 2nd and a long 12. Nico came clean, and his pressure forced the bad throw. 3rd down and 12 for the Rocks on their opening possession. Toss sweep to the right side. He's got some room. Coming up strong from the secondary, number 20, Eric Stevenson, had some help. He'll bring up 4th down in a punting situation.
Lions, good job containing that there. Got pushed out a little on the DN, but the corner was able to come up and provide some support.
Impressive start for the Lion defense as number 20 Stevenson and number 31 Joe Newman will go deep to return the punt. High hanging punt. Newman calls fair catch, and that's where the Lions will start at their own 38-yard line with 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. Scooping in the lines will start from the pistol. Play action up the middle. Goes up top, has a man, and a great defensive play by number 3, Kalen Crawford, as he was looking for number 31, Joe Newman, on the skinny post.
I absolutely love that play call. First down and 10, you go for the deep ball. Great coverage there on the receiver, though.
Very nice play in the secondary by the Plymouth Salem Rocks. 9:57 to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Give is to 28. Trevor Tank bounces it outside, and he's going to have enough for a first down near midfield.
I was just getting ready to say that's the problem with going deep on the first and 10, because you set yourself up with second, third down to get the first, but after that looked like it was going to get stopped, he busted it loose for the first down.
He's a handful to bring down, as we've seen in the first couple weeks. Tank had 169 yards on the ground last week at Waterford Mott High School, and here he is again to the near side, bowling his way for a gain of 9. Will make it second and short at the Salem 42.
And what a fitting name this kid has. Tank puts fear in the enemy's eyes.
Yeah, you don't like to see him get to the second level. And Steve, you had a good line earlier too. If you had 2 boys named Tank, what were you going to name them?
I would have named them Sherman and Panzer.
I love that. I love that. There's a little World War II history for everyone too. Second and 3 for the Lions. 9:26 to play first quarter. Nico Woods has not been seen in the backfield just yet. That's Trevor Tank handling the workload here early. 10 South line inside the Rock 40. Scoopin rolls to the left. Ball is away to Stevenson, and he's got him down at the 16-yard line. Big play for the Lion offense, and they're clicking here early. First and 10 Lions at the Salem 16. The Lions opening drive here in the first game at the Jungle of the 2014 season, and Tank will be eaten up in the backfield there, and sometimes you get a flag for that, but I think they're going to let him get away with it here with 8:17 to play in the first. Scooping in the Lions face, second and 9 at the Rock 15. Play action, Scooping going for the fade route up top, and he's got him. Number 31, Joe Newman. And after some discussion, the officials decided Joe wasn't able to hold on to that. Brings up a 3rd and 9 from just outside the Rock 15. Scooping, fires, touchdown, Eric Stevenson with 7:21 to play in the first quarter. The Lions draw first blood. Candela on for the extra point. Newman with the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And with 7:17 to play in the first quarter, the Lions lead the Plymouth Salem Rocks 7-0. Millar on to kick for the Lions. And Jacob Miller deep to return for the Rocks. Short squib kick. And a great job by number 30, Ty Traylor, to hold on to that one. And the Rocks will start first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
They were going to run into each other and drop that ball.
Well, Steve, I know this is your first game back in a while, but the Lions have really kind of embraced this squib-like kick almost 90% of the time, and it's worked. It works more times than you'd think. I mean, teams are aware of it because they've seen it on video, but they go to it every week now. First and 10, Plymouth at their own 35. Give is to 26 on the outside. It looks like 25, Jamison Donahue. Salem out of the shotgun, under pressure, immediately throws it complete Tackle made by number 28, Trevor Tank. And it looked like 21, Timmy McPhee in on the assist. Nicholson out of the pistol. Quick three-step drop, fires! Nearly intercepted there by number 20, Eric Stevenson.
I think he was just looking for anything he can get there with triple coverage on him. There's no shot at getting a completion.
Brings up 4th down and 8 with 5:43 to play here in the first quarter, where the Lions lead it 7-0 over Plymouth Salem. Stevenson and Newman deep to return. Another high punt. Fair catch called for by Stevenson, and he will take it at about the 28, and the Lions will start their second possession there with 5:35 to play in the first quarter.
Looks like the Lions have really tightened up that pass defense that gave them so much trouble against Pinckney. I noticed last week they held the Mott quarterback to 7 completions in 24 attempts for only 28 yards, and so far tonight they've held the Rocks quarterback to a 1 for 3.
If I recall correctly, that Waterford Mott quarterback came in with over 300 yards in the Week 1 game against Wayne Memorial. Scooping with the handoff. Looks like number 15 on the carry, Connor McGee, and we have an official's timeout on the field. Anton Scoopin out of the pistol again. To his right is 25, Trevor Tank, and that's McGee, the deep back. And he'll be stopped for a minimal gain of looks to be about the 34-yard line. Twins to the left, Scoopin out of the pistol. McGee still the deep back. Fakes to Tank. Scoopin fires complete to number 23, Jalen Neer. And he'll have it up for a first down. What a great route to make sure he got out over to the other side of the sticks. The other side of their own 40-yard line. Stevenson spread out to the near side with Neer. Give is to McGee. McGee, oh, nope, I'm sorry. Scoopin on the rollout. Finds Stevenson wide open. And he's got some room. He's a shifty runner in space, and he'll be inside the Rock 40 to the 39. 1st and 10 South Lyon with 3:16 to play in the first quarter. Newman spread to the near side, 31. Scoopin with the play action to Tank. Again, over the middle, just a little too much on it. Pass intended for 23, Jalen Neer will bring up 2nd and 10 at the Rock 40. 8, Nicholas Pagano spread to the near side. The give is to McGee, and he's got a hole. McGee not going to be touched until he gets to the secondary. Will be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 South Lyon with 2:37 to play in the first quarter. They lead it 7-0 over the visiting Salem Rocks. Scoopin. Give again to McGee. And he'll have 5 or 6 down to about the 20 and a half yard line. We'll make it 2nd and about 3, maybe 4. Scoopin with the give to Stevenson. Gonna bounce it outside. He still has room over there. He has it up for the first down inside the 15 to about the 13. First and 10 South Lyon from inside the Salem 15. They lead it already 7-0. Give is to McGee. And he'll be inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. Just a minute 27 to play first quarter. We will. Scooping out of the true shotgun. McGee and Tank to each side, and the give is to McGee. Running hard. He'll be brought down about the 7-yard line. Not much there. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter and counting. We'd like to mention our first quarter sponsors again. Avis Ford Credit Crew, good credit, bad credit, no problem. Check them out at aviscreditcrew.com. They have one of the lowest rejection rates in the state of Michigan. Again, that's aviscreditcrew.com. They can improve your website and get you that #1 search result on Google. That's High Level Marketing at highlevelmarketing.com. Scooping, rolling to the left. Shuffle past the inside to Tank. I love the play call, and he's going to be close to a Lion first down inside the 5. 4th and goal, and the Lions are going to go for it from inside the 10-yard line. Scoopin'. Gonna keep it on the power, quarterback power, touchdown Lions. What a great play call. Scoopin reached it over the goal line as he got down inside the 1. And with 11:50 to play in the second quarter, South Lyon will take a 13-0 lead. Vince Candela on for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fire call. Newman lost the handle, and he's got Tank, and Tank's in for the 2. What a great play. Newman looked like he lost the handle on it, and the fire play goes for 2. It may have been a designed play. It looked that good. So with 11:50 to play, the Lions will go up 15-0 with in the second quarter. I'm sorry, correction, that was Jamison Donahue with the reception. And just a great play all the way around. Either way, it's 15-0 South Lyon. 11:50 to play in the second quarter, being brought to you by Moose Ridge Golf Course. Moose Ridge is located in South Lyon, Michigan. Moose Ridge is a golf course that will entice and challenge golfers of all skill levels. Moose Ridge is a great course and location for outings. It features a beautiful Montana Lodge-style clubhouse, perfect for wedding receptions and parties. Call the Pro Shop at 248-446-9030 for tee times and to schedule your outings and events. Or check them out at mooseridgegolf.com.
You gotta love the play call in that last one. Getting the extra blocker with the QB power definitely helps when you need it.
Oh, let me tell you something, Steve. I was ready to go fire up some NCAA on PlayStation and run the quarterback power on myself. I love that play call that much. Kick will just go out of bounds before the end zone. So Salem will start 1st and 10 at either the 35 or the 40.
One of the few times this season that we've actually seen South Lyon kick deep.
You're right. It's definitely, you can count on it on one hand, Steve. Salem will start 1st and 10 at their 35 with 11:50 to play in the second quarter. Also being brought to you by our good friends at South Lyon Orthodontics. Since 1999, Dr. Guerin and her team have helped their patients get beautiful smiles in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. The entire team is dedicated to making their patients' orthodontic experience comfortable, enjoyable, and rewarding. SouthLyonOrthodontics.net. Toss sweep to the left side. Lion defense all over it. Will be stopped well short of the line of scrimmage. 11:14 and counting to play second quarter. Salem faces a 2nd down and 13 at their own 33-yard line. They've had a hard time moving the football thus far. Has to throw the middle screen, and it's complete for a gain of about 5. Number 88, Christian Pearson, will bring up a 3rd and long for the Rocks.
Dan, this is the 3rd straight drive for Salem that South Lyon has started them off with a tackle for loss on 1st down.
Great point, Steve, and it's really tough to move the football when you're dealing with 2nd and 3rd and long. Salem out of the gun, twins to the near side. He's rolling near. Stops and fires behind his body, and tip drill picked off by number 24, Braxton Blackwell. And South Lyon will take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line with 10:05 to play in the second quarter, leading it 15-0. Scooping in the Lions out of the pistol. Give is to 25. That's Jamison Donahue. Scooping with the give to 28. That's Tank. Cuts it. And he's got a South Lyon 1st down inside the 45 to about the 42.5. Under 9 minutes to go now here in the second quarter. Scooping in the Lions. Inside Rock territory. Scooping rolling to the near side. Under pressure. Just goes down and protects the ball. Will bring up 2nd down in a long 17. Stevenson and near to the near side. Scooping out of the pistol. McGee the deep back, and the give is to 28 Tank. Tank turns the corner and hurdles a Salem defender at the 31. He will be short of a first down. He's marked at the 30, but oh, it is a first down.
Got it. 17 yards.
Beautiful run by the big man in number 28 over there. Give is to Tank again. He'll fight his way down to the 26. It'll make it 2nd down and 6 for the Lions with 7:42 to play in the second quarter, where they lead it 15-0. Scooping again to Tank. And he fights his way through. An incredible second effort by number 28, Trevor Tank. South Lyon will have it 1st down and 10 at just outside the Rock 10-yard line.
At 225, this kid's not going to be easy to be taken down. It's going to take a lot of defenders to tackle him.
Steve and I, the other Steve Beatty, had been mentioning that it's not pleasant to see a guy or a tailback of that size to get to the second level. My inner defensive back shivers when I see that. Lions with a chance to go up 3 possessions here with 6:45 to play in the second. Give is to Stevenson on the motion end around, and he's fighting his way down inside to about the 2-yard line. And out of the gun. 2nd down and goal, they ended up marking it last down. Give is to Tank. He'll be met immediately. Good effort by the front 4 of the Salem Rocks there. We'll make it 3rd and goal from about the 3. Scooping out of the pistol. Donahue to his left. Deep back is Tank, and the give is Scooping. Keeps it on the bootleg. Touchdown Lions. Number 31, Joey Newman on the bootleg pass with 5:05 to play in the second. The Lions go up 21-0.
Did a great job sucking the D end in there with the play action fake. Rolled out right around him. He's going to be kicking himself later when he sees that on film.
Well, Steve, the Rocks really had no reason to not think they're going to give it to Tank because he's been such a beast to bring down. Great play call by the offensive coordinator and the Lion coaching staff. And they go with the swinging gate for 2-point conversion, and it works. Nico Woods getting in on the action offensively. That'll make it 23-0 with 5:05 to play in the second quarter. And we're joined now here in the second quarter with City Councilman Joe Rizzi. How are you, Joe?
Oh, very good, Dan. Just a pleasure to be out here, watch the game, support our team. You know,
sorry, go ahead.
oh no! I just want to say that I was watching that play, and the throw, make that throw across body, it really speaks to the character of Scoopin. It's almost as if he's ready for the next level now.
No, with that build, you're right. There's going to be some colleges looking at him. And what can you say about the atmosphere here tonight at the Jungle?
Oh, it's glowing, it's buzzing, There's people all over, big crowd, great crowd, and just a lot of excitement. 2-0. Looks like want to keep my fingers crossed, but hoping we can make it 3-0 tonight.
Well, thanks a lot for joining us here tonight, Joe, and keep up the good work over there at City Council.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Daniel Millar to kick off for South Lyon. And the Rocks have got to be looking for answers offensively. Fielded at about the 26 and brought down by Newman and Stevenson and crew at about the 32-yard line. Spreading it out. Here's the Rocks are trying to get something going offensively. Under pressure. Finds the big tight end, number 88. That's Christian Pearson. Picks up a couple. 2nd and 7. Salem with the screen pass, and it just couldn't reel it in. We'll bring up 3rd and 7. 4:26 to play second quarter. South Lyon leads it 23-0. Nicholson out of the pistol, single back. The lefty trying to buy some time. Now throws up a prayer. Oh, and nearly intercepted by number 4, Eric Hance. Thank you, Steve, and that'll bring up 4th down and another punting situation for the Rocks.
I bet you Hans is wishing he had another shot at that one.
Let that one get a little in off too close to the shoulder pads.
I think that play pretty much sums up how things are going for the Rocks thus far. Just throwing it up, hoping for the best. I don't really see them setting up plays like the Lions have been on offense.
Punt is away, and it's a beaut. Fair caught by number 31, Joe Newman, at the Lyon 29-yard line. And with 4:11 to play in the second quarter, the Lions lead it 23-0, and the offense will go back to work. Anton scooping in the Lions offense out of the shotgun. Give will be to McGee. He'll be met in the backfield by number 88. That is Christian Pearson. Two-way player for the Rocks. One of the few names we've said a couple times for them. Give is to McGee, and he will get back just a little, maybe a yard in front of the original line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 3rd and long with just over 3 minutes to play here in the second.
Play action pass.
Steve Beatty thinks it's play action pass. It's going to be a delayed draw. Ooh. And he takes a shot. And the Lions will be forced to punt for the first time, as it looks like he may have lost his helmet on the play. Scooping deep to punt. Miller deep to return for the Rocks. And Nico Woods will kill it at the Salem 42-yard line, where the Rocks will start 1st and 10 with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Salem starts 1st and 10. Under duress, able to fight off the line defender and tiptoes on the far sideline and out of bounds. 2nd and 8 for the Rocks after the quarterback keeper throws into traffic, completion, but a knee went down. Will be a gain of about 4. Makes it 3rd and 4 at their own 48-yard line. Rocks go no huddle. Throws away and takes a shot from Joe Newman. That's how you do it. Brings up 4th down for Salem with just 1:23 to go in the second quarter. Punt is away. It fielded on the run by Newman. He's got some room up top. Steps out of bounds at the Lion 44, 43-yard line, it looked like. And the Lions have 1:10 and a couple timeouts to try and add to their 23-0 lead. Stevenson in motion. The give is to McGee. Met immediately. We may have had an illegal motion. Lions break the huddle. Just under a minute to go now in the second quarter. Scooping with trips to the left. Going up top on the far side. Has a man complete. And it's number 31, Joe Newman. With 38 seconds to play, the clock will stop. And the Lions are in business inside the Salem 30.
And that kind of answers your question if they're going to be content going to the locker room 23-0. I think they want to score, don't you think?
No, I mean, hey, what's the worst thing that can happen? Take a stab, and Newman makes a great grab on the far sideline, and a great ball by Scoopin. Same formation, trips to the near side. Scoopin back to pass, fires, has him again, touchdown Lions! And it's number 31, Joe Newman. That'll make it 29-0 with the PAT still to come, with just 30 seconds to play in the first half. Snap is high, Newman gets it down, and the extra point is good. Vince Candela knocks it home, and the Lions will take a 30-0 lead with just 30 seconds to play in this second quarter. Being brought to you by Moose Ridge Golf Course. Moose Ridge is a golf course that will entice and challenge golfers of all skill levels. Moose Ridge is a course has a great course location for outings. Its beautiful Montana Lodge-style clubhouse is perfect for wedding receptions and parties. Call the Pro Shop at 248-446-9030 for tee times and to schedule your outings and events. Or check them out at mooseridgegolf.com. This second quarter of action also being brought to you by our good friends at South Lyon Orthodontics. Since 1999, Dr. Guerin and her team have helped their patients get beautiful smiles in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Their entire team is dedicated to making their patients' orthodontic experience comfortable, enjoyable, and rewarding. SouthLionOrthodontics.net. Kick is deep. Fielded at about the 12. Will be returned. Ball came out, and South Lyon has it. South Lyon will have the football at the Salem 12 with 18 seconds to play. And I don't think if you're head coach Mark Thomas, you could have drawn up a better half of football for your football team.
Absolutely not. This has been an absolutely dominant performance by the Lions. Anton Skupin set school records last week, 14 for 29 in attempts and completions. Looks like he's trying to break it this week. He is already 9 out of 12 for 115 yards and 3 TDs in the first half.
That is great information, Steve. And I just, the wheels have really come off here for Salem. They had a tough couple weeks to open the season, and now you come on the road to the Jungle. And 11 Mile and Pontiac Trail is a tough place to play, but now you find yourself down 30 and a chance for the Lions to add to that before the break. Skupin, play action, rolling to the near side, goes for the jugular. Just out of reach of Jalen Neer with 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Lions, just 11 seconds to go in the first half. After recovering the Salem fumble on the kickoff. Skupin, play action, fires on the slant route, he's got his man, touchdown South Lyon. With 7 seconds to play in the second quarter, and South Lyon will go up 36-0.
Well, I'm going to have to retract my statement, at least for the first half, that this is going to be a barn burner. 36-0, it's the total opposite, Dan.
Well, you're seeing the power of the muscle flex to this Lion offense here in the first 2 quarters. And just what can you say? Just an amazing performance thus far. Candela on for the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. So with the South Lyon Lions lead it 37-0 with 7 seconds to play in the second quarter. Kick is squibbed on the ground, and that is a loose ball. Salem able to scoop it up, and that will do it for the first half of play. South Lyon will head to the break, leading it 37-0 over the visiting Plymouth Salem Rocks. We'll be back with the second half of action in a moment.